you're not only going to learn how to do a push-up, you're going to decrease your risk of dying by 96%. According to 1,000 people study, get ready, 1,000 people study, 96% lower chance of a heart attack if you could do over 40 push-ups. So you asked if you could do a push-up and how, and I'm going to show you how. You're going to start off, get your timer started first off, boom. Get your water nearby, because a timer and water are pretty amazing tools, almost essential for working out. You need some water because you're going to sweat it out, and you need a timer because your mind needs to know this is easy, guys. You're just flying high, okay? So if this hurts at all, go slower, especially in those pain points. Go slow so it doesn't hurt. You could also do thumbs up and then thumbs down, and that's going to get your shoulders to contract a little more. And when they contract more, they react more, they respond more, they feel better. There's going to be no more pain. Sometimes it's not about the progression, right? Meaning we're going to progress here and get much more challenging in our push-ups. If you can only do a plank, you're going to know how to do a push-up by the end of this video within a very short amount of time. You may be able to do it right now, it's just your technique. So this is going to get your mind to focus on your muscles. You got to warm up. Next one, that was about a minute, we're going to go forward. So that one's the fly this side, and this one's the jump fly. Right? You don't have to jump every time. You could if you're feeling good. Boom. If you want to get a bigger workout for your heart, jump every time. You're going to start getting out of breath. This is going to be super easy. We're going to do this for maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes yet. You could make this to a 10-minute miracle movement. What do I mean by that? That in 10 minutes or even 1 minute, you could practice one of these motions and help yourself throughout the day. Get yourself to feel better. Get your heart to work better. Because this is helping the blood flow of your heart. Just a few minutes. That's why a timer's great. It's like a cheat code. Knowing you only got 10 minutes here or 1 minute. Speaking of which, every exercise is going to be about a minute. That might be tough for you. 10 seconds might be more than enough. So, even with these, you might have slowed down. That's okay. You don't have to do it at my pace. Just learn the motion and then we'll adapt to it. Next is going to be our plank. So let's see where you're at, and you could record this. Start now and you have a timer. Let's see if you could do it for 10 seconds. You just did 5 seconds. That's great. Now, a key with this right here, 10 seconds already. Okay? A key with this right here is contracting your abdominals. How do you know you're contracting your abs? First, you could just feel it like you're embracing to get punched in the gut. Second off is you'll notice your shoulders and hips will be aligned. If they're not and your hips droop, you're not really doing the plank properly to get your core, your abs and your back all contracting so that this is easy for you. If your wrists are hurting, you may want to keep your wrists up like this, or grab a dumbbell or something that is stationary like a push-up bar, so that you're gripping and you're kind of like with a fist here. The key is to keep your wrist straight when you're doing this. And if you're feeling no pain like this, great. You could also grip the earth. That helps a lot. That was a minute. In between motions, we're gonna go into our bounce. Now, if you want, you could also do this is the bounce. You could also do your fly or your jump fly. Yet, the purpose of this bounce is an active recovery, so that your chest just fired off some work, and you may have felt a burning sensation. That's lactic acid. That's good. The burn is good, the burn is good, the burn is good. You may feel that burn in your ankles now, but the point is we're resting up here, upper body, with this jumping. You may feel it in your heart, and you may need to just take smaller bounces if that's the case, and that's okay. Next exercise. Remember, I'm going to show you adaptations for each movement. This one, you're going to go into your plank, and then you're going to do little pulses, right? So you're just bending the arms to do a 1-inch push-up. That doesn't mean you're sinking. You're not pushing the hips down and up. All you're doing is bending the elbows. Think of it as just two parts of your body. Your body straight, and then you got your arms bending. The straighter you keep your body, the more tense you are with your abdominals. You don't have to do this for a minute. You could do just 20 reps, 10 reps, and it may take some getting used to. This is the 1-inch push-up. You could go deeper down if you want, but just go for that pulse for 1 inch for now. And then, of course, you could progress to 2 inches. It may take a week or two, go into bounce. It may take a week or two, it may even take a month or two to progress from plank to your pulsing. Enjoy the progress. You may go really quickly. The thing is we as humans usually have exponential growth, not linear. Right? It doesn't just go, it goes up and then down and up like the stock market. Don't cry when you're not doing as many. That might have been a lack of sleep or nutrition or water. So drink up some water, the number one nutrient. And we're gonna go back to another go forward to another exercise. This one is, I find, much more doable for a lot of females because they don't have as much muscle in the chest as males, and it's great for males. So we're gonna go in pike position. This is also known as downward dog or pyramid in yoga. And then we're gonna push the hips down and look up, and that's Sphinx or upward dog in yoga. And it's okay if keeping your arms straight, it's okay if that doesn't look like I did and you're like going here and you're tight and you go back, rock and forth. Great exercise. Because soon you will be able to pronounce this and this. So hips are over shoulders and then hips are to the floor. And if you could do this, then you progress to diving in forehead, chin, chest, hips, down to the ground, forehead, chin, chest, hips. And you could do that as a 1-inch motion too. And that starts to make it challenging, right? So you could do 10 or 20 reps, straight arms. When you get to 20 or 30, then you progress. Oh yeah, I see some light bulbs going off in your head right now. Bounce, active recovery, working the heart, working the legs a little bit. Now you're getting the picture of an efficient workout right here. A 10-minute miracle movement pattern. All right, we're gonna get right to that. We're only at 8 minutes so far. Remember, we warmed up for like 2 minutes too. And we're taking active recovery rests that are helping your cardiovascular system and lymphatic. There's so much to every exercise that I'm giving y'all. Lymphatic drainage. All right, next one. Breathe it out. Next one is going to be your pike push-up. So you're gonna get up in that pike again, and this time we're actually gonna do a push-up there, just 1 inch. This may be easier than your chest push-up, and you may be able to go 2 inches, 3 inches, or even all the way to the ground and back up. Just do what you can. You could also hold this position. Remember, it's every alternative depending on how much sleep, nutrition, and how much consistency you put into this exercise. Keeping your shoulders over your hips throughout the motion. Watch this. Shoulders over hips. And you could do just a 1-inch motion or a hold. So we got a few exercises we've gone over, huh? Now you got a library bank. I don't want you to be overwhelmed with it. So you could watch this video more than once, but take just one exercise with you. Doesn't have to be this whole workout, although there are 5 or 8 different push-ups in this workout. All right, so we're just doing enough bouncing, about a minute to recover our shoulders. And our next exercise is gonna actually work the triceps a little more. And got my, oh, yeah. And we're gonna be right here. It's okay if your mat is slippery, and you're gonna push up. This is a tabletop push-up. So you're gonna straighten your legs if possible, push up. Pushing up as high as you can, and this will strengthen your body to be able to do a regular push-up without just having a plank as your only exercise option. So you could push your heels, hands, palms down, or you could lift your palms up like we did in the push-up if you could see my wrists. The difference there. To keep them straight and to be higher up. Super simple exercise. Just doing it for about a minute. I might have only done 30 seconds there. Might have been a minute. I might go under and over. This is simple, guys. Keep it simple. Feel that burn. And girls, feel that burn. When you feel the burn, your body's gonna yearn to get stronger. Simple as that. All right. Woo! So let's go over a few of our push-ups here. Oh, one more. One more is the traditional push-up that people will do to have a instead of progression, regression, meaning make it easier. And that's to put your hands on a decline instead of, or your hands are on an incline, and you're doing a decline push-up. So you want something stable. You can see this rock is moving. Concrete is moving a bit, but it's stable, or a staircase. You're gonna push down, and the key is wherever your hands are, where your thumbs are pointing, if your thumbs are out like this, then your chest will go right in the center of. Boom. And I need something because this is on fire hot. So you want to make sure it's stable. It could be stairs, but wherever your hands are, your thumbs are pointing to where your chest or nipple line should be. And this could be high up. It could be chairs. It could be steps. It could be a brick. It could be a table. But it must be stable. And then you can do 10 to 20 like this. And then you'll be able to do our push-up. Let's get to it. Let's see what you can do. All right? If you need a moment, rest. Breathe deep. Let that ATP or energy or battery in your muscles heal up so you can do this. Drink up some water so you can do this. You want to increase the odds with nutrition and sleep and timing that you can perform better. If all this sun is getting to you, then realize the sun might be affecting your training. If you're in AC with too cold of air, that might be getting to your training. There's a lot of small things that affect you. So the moral of the story is not to change all those things, but to adapt to them and be okay with failing. Fail frequently forward, meaning keep failing and getting up again. That's why we're doing a push-up. All right, these words are more essential than the action. You must believe you can do it before you do this. See yourself, visualizing yourself doing this push-up. You're gonna feel your abs getting tighter. And all throughout your back here is gonna tighten up. More than here. Tight more here than here. And breathe like you're relaxing. Especially breathing out when you push. Just like if you pushed a fridge, you might make a sound. Remember, your thumbs point to right at the nipple line or where your chest should be, and that keeps you aligned for a nice push-up. You could push your elbows back, and that will create less of a risk of injury, some might say, just because of shoulders. I mean, push your elbows back. If that's confusing, don't think about it. Just go at where you are. Tighten your abs is the main thing. Tighten your abs down and up. Your shoulders and your hips should be in line with each other throughout this motion, right? So you shouldn't be wiggling up hips or up shoulders first. You're in line with both of them. You could touch your nose and your thighs to the ground. In fact, a perfect push-up, you go all the way down, let go, and see if you could push up without starting with your hips up high or your shoulders. If you could just tighten your abs first and then push up. Let go, tighten your abs first, and breathe out when you push. So you tighten your abs, breathe out, and then breathe in on the way down. So you're normally going up quicker, like 1 second push, and then down 1, 2. Up 1 second, down 1, 2. Okay, so that was 16 minutes. And it should feel like a great, phenomenal workout. If you need more, it may be a mind thing, because you probably push your muscles till they are completely fatigued. How to test for that? Simply see and record all the numbers that you just went over. If you didn't do it this time, watch this video again and have a notebook next to you and write down how many seconds you did a plank for. I would prefer this to be more instructional. To do it, implement it the first time. Now you can do it again and write the numbers, okay? So you're focused on your body the first time, some of your focus on your body, and then write the numbers. It gives you just another reason to do it, right? Okay, so you're gonna write down how many seconds did you do the plank for. Boom, that was our first one. Second one, how many repetitions or seconds did you do the 1-inch push-up for? That's second exercise. Third exercise, how many repetitions did you do of the yoga push-up? Were you able to bend your arms in the yoga push-up and do it in its full depth, or did you keep your arms straight? Fourth one, how many repetitions did you do with the plank, or were you just holding, with the pike push-up, or were you just holding a plank pike? Or how many reps did you do of the 1-inch, or were you able to do 2 inches or all the way to the ground? Okay, and then the next exercise was, you know what the next one was? Good job paying attention there. It was when we did our tabletop push-up. Okay? Straight legs, hips are between the hands, push up. How many did you do of these? And measure it. Do them again right now if you'd like, if you're not feeling completely exhausted. And we did a bounce in between, and we did a warm-up. The fly and the jump fly. What was it? And then we did, the last one was a push-up with your hands on elevated surface. And then we did, I'll do this one here. Right, we did it, push up on an elevated surface, boom. Your thumbs dictate where your chest should be. And then we did a push-up on the ground, and we did the perfect push-up. We also warmed up with flies and jump fly. Right. We also did bounces in between. So you got a full workout in less than 20 minutes. And when you do it, it could be a 10-minute workout without instruction, just going through each exercise. You did an amazing job today. Make sure you drink up some water and tune in more to OG Fit. Subscribe to stay alive. OG Fit on YouTube, and I'll see you soon. Check out my books on Amazon if you haven't yet. Just type in Dr. Keith J. Lopez and you'll get some gems. Blessed love.